Hi guys, it's me again and another episode of Space Engineer. And well, today I have something special to show you guys, but it's back at the platform right there. That giant thing there is actually a kinetic cannon or a gravity cannon that I've built. And I've pre-installed a warhead in there so we can actually fire something. Um, I don't know, there's a lot of videos about these things, so I finally decided that maybe I should build one too. This little thing here is the newest addition to all of the little things I've built. I've ended up having to delete the game and reinstall it, thinking that, well, for a couple of reasons. One, it was creating a lot of problem because the game just, um, I don't know. It's just not good. It's not perfect, and there's a lot of lag and stuff like that. So I thought if by deleting it, I might fix some. Didn't really happen. Anyway, second thing is the introduction of heavy armor. So I decided that I would redesign my ship using heavy armor instead of regular armor. So this is my new little fighter for the ship that I'm building, and it's a little bit longer than the other one. It's about the same height, but actually quite a bit longer than the other one. But weapon-wise, it's pretty much, oh, I don't remember. Let's see, 8 rocket pods and 7 machine guns. Um, what I wanted to show you guys is heavy armor, and I know you guys probably watched quite a few episodes of this, but we are going to do some tests. So this is regular armor, and as you can see, I've layered them in different colors. And this is heavy armor because, you know, heavy armor have a camouflage pattern and regular armor doesn't. So supposedly the heavy armors are 4 times thicker or 4 times more durable than regular armors, and we're going to put that into to the test. Obviously, machine gun doesn't do much even to regular armor. I mean, well, large ship armor they don't. So we're going to use rockets to test, and that's why this ship is here. Let's grab our missile pods and let's see. So first of all, I'm gonna fire at a block of heavy armor. Okay, and I'm going to fire in 2 different directions. So 1 and 2. So um, basically, we've penetrated into the green armor. So green armor is the second set. As you can see, the green armor is mostly intact. So is this one. So you really only barely got through this first layer of armor. Okay, now, and the armor plate, you can see the heaviness of the armor plating because see, both platform are about the same size. And actually, the other one is actually bigger, but um, the heavy armor platform barely moved. So anyway, going to fire these. This one is the regular armor plating. So 1 shot, 2 shot. So this one, um, let's see. The second shot, the first shot went through the first layer, got to the second layer. The second shot actually got through the second layer and damaged quite a bit of third layer. So it's weird. The consistency is just, I don't know. So we're gonna try again, but obviously the damage to the heavy armor is a lot less than the damage that the regular armor has taken, but it's not what it's supposed to do. So I'm gonna fire 2 more shots at this, and then I'm gonna fire 2 more shots at the other one. And this. So I guess, see, that one didn't even penetrate the front. And this one gone all the way through to the third layer. So I guess distance matters? So what if I'm closer? Nope. So apparently distance doesn't matter either. So angle? Yeah. So maybe the angle matters? I don't know. I don't know. Confused. So what if I shoot this at an angle? I guess angle matters. So I guess angling matters. If you shoot it like perfectly straight on, it does more damage. Oh, well, this is mostly broken, so let's try perfect angle. No, I don't know. So there's some the whole armor plating thing isn't exactly working out the way they're supposed to do, but I do know that heavy armor is a heck of a lot heavier than normal armor. And now that one's flying away. Yep. See, that one broke through, but I was shooting at an angle. What if I shot the one that's already broken? I one went all the way back to the yellow. So I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't. Anyway, um, I'm gonna leave this ship, and I'm gonna show you my next little toy. So, the last ship, well, the last small ship I'm going to show you guys today. This is my bomber. As you can see, there's no gun in the front, and the landing strut is upside down. Um, it uses a kinetic energy, as you can see. The other one I already took off the safety and whatnot, but it's basically, well, it uses warheads, as you can see, and it lands upside down. Actually, it sticks upside down under the ship. So yeah, this is why the landing stress is on the top. But the idea of this ship is once it gets to the full speed, and if they know where the location of the other fleet ships are, they can launch their weapon without ever actually having sight of the other fleet, and therefore, um, well, I mean, you can make this bomb as big as you want, but I only have it one layer. But yeah. So anyway, let me show you how this works. So the bomb is actually quite simple. This is how I build it. I built the stuff in the front, so it's actually part of the ship. Therefore, as you can see, the landing strut isn't active. So I built 3 line of warheads. I took off one piece in the middle, and I put a generator on it, and then I put 3 gyros in the back. And remember, one thing that one of my mistake I kept making and I kept blowing myself up is, as you can see, you can put a block there and there, but once it's done, it doesn't, well, it does, but I had an engine here. So see, it doesn't fit here, but it'll fit here because this is still part of the ship. Don't put an engine there because every time you take, otherwise you take off the safety, the ship blows up. So anyway, so once it's constructed, then all you really have to do is take off these blocks, and as you can see, the landing struts engage. Then you take off the blocks, so you expose the warhead, you get into your ship, and you lock. So now, well, now they're all locked in place like they're supposed to. So, there. So you actually can in this ship's case you actually can use the crosshair to aim. So you just use the crosshair to normally aim at either the beacon of the enemy ship or the direction you think the enemy ship is. But I have to redesign this ship a little bit better because in a straight run it's not exactly stable, and I haven't figured out why yet. But I'll show you. It keeps trying to go down. I know it has something to do with the weight of the warhead, but anyway. So we'll get to max speed and then we'll release the bomb. And as you can see, the bomb flies at the target. Boom. Alright, so basically this is how it works. But at long range, this thing is actually pretty accurate. Well, at space, there's no gravity, so the bomb actually doesn't go up and down. It just goes wherever your mouse is pointing. So again, these things are not exactly, I don't know, the armor works in different, well, weird ways, I guess. It went through one layer of armor on this one. It's sometimes it went through 2 layers or 3 layers. Sometimes it just doesn't even break the first layer. So it's just one of those things. Anyway, next thing I'm going to show you is that big toy down there. So before I do that, I need some preparation, so I'll be right back. So, the gravity cannon. So basically, well, I'm putting a ship as its target for this time, and it's the standard red ship you get uh, from the beginning. It's back there. I just copied it and brought it over here. Anyway, um, so the cannon is actually pretty simple. So this is all made out of large ship materials, so large blocks, and it's all made out of heavy blocks. So there's a rotor and on the stand, and then there's another stand, I guess, with a few gyros on it so it'll turn. And then I built another rotor, and then the gun on top. Bunch of rotors so I can, well, bunch of gyros so I can move the gun upside down or up and down. You build your gravity generator this way, so it's actually pushing, not pulling. One thing you really, really, really have to remember is that, yeah, turn these things off, because for a long time I had them on, so I was installing the warhead, so I made a piece of, so I'll show you the warhead. So I made a piece of plate with a small ship, and I kept trying to put the rock in it because you actually need a rock to propel this thing. But every time I put the rock in it, the stupid thing would just fling the rock. Like, yeah, because it has gravity, and I kept forgetting. So make sure when you if you're going to install the warhead um, inside the cannon, make sure you turn the power off. And besides, the cannon wouldn't move around if you turn the power off because it's so big and heavy anyway. Warhead is basically a two-stage warhead. A couple generators, a whole bunch of gyros to keep it on a stable course. I have here two little warheads in the front, and this is to blow away anything, well, the first layer of armor. And there's a whole bunch more warheads inside the yeah, inside this thing. So first thing hits and it blow away maybe hopefully the outside armor, or at least the first portion of the armor, and then the second layer hits and then it'll create more destruction. So anyway, let's try it out. And we're gonna fire at that big red ship. Hopefully I'll hit. I haven't built this cannon exactly the right way where, well, the aiming is kind of tricky. So let's first of all turn the power on. The landing strut is there, which is why it's still holding the warhead in place. So as you can see, it turns and it moves. I'm doing it slowly because if I do it too fast, it tends to rip off everything. So there's the red chip. And I actually have to aim very high for it to work. So if I miss, I'll just hit the plate behind it. So it's fully aimed. The crosshair is aiming over the ship. So hopefully what I'm aiming for is the engine deck. So we'll release the landing gear, and there goes the warhead. And we're gonna follow its course. It's a little bit wonky. I haven't exactly made it fly the right direction yet, but this is about, yeah, it just stays this way. It doesn't really turn any other way, so it's good. So hopefully it'll hit where I want it to hit. So we'll see what happens. Here comes the warhead. Here's the ship. Uh, yeah, about the right place. So, yeah, so let's see what happens. So, see, there's the rock. There's a rock that's inside the warhead. That's what's propelling the warhead. Pretty nice dent. So obviously the engine's gone. Um, it went through, let's see, went through two layers of armor. So the first shell blew off the engine, and it went through one, two, actually, pretty much three layers of armor. The secondary explosion. Well, actually, there's three explosions. The primary knocked off the front end of the engine. The secondary explosion probably took out two more layers, and then a little bit of warhead left blew up just that little bit right there. So pretty significant damage for something that's not that big. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this because I kind of put a lot of thought into that thing. So yeah, um, if I have time, I'll show you guys the big ship that I finished building yesterday. If not, then well, you guys have fun in the game.